Jerusalem, a city steeped in history and revered by billions, has become an unlikely stage for a cosmic drama. Recently, an otherworldly spectacle unfolded as a brilliant, unidentified object descended upon the iconic Dome of the Rock. This extraordinary event, captured in the heart of one of the world's most contested and spiritually significant places, ignited a global firestorm of speculation and wonder. Was it a visitation from extraterrestrial beings, a celestial anomaly, or something far more profound? Coincidentally, or perhaps ominously, this eerie occurrence coincided with the start of Shabbat, a sacred Jewish day of rest. As if in response to the celestial intrusion, nature itself seemed to unleash its fury upon the region. Jerusalem, already a tinderbox of geopolitical tensions, found itself under siege from a trifecta of natural disasters. Devastating hailstorms shattered lives and livelihoods, while tremors shook the very foundations of the city. To compound the misery, swarms of locusts descended like a biblical plague, devouring crops and leaving despair in their wake. These extreme weather events are not isolated incidents. They are part of a growing pattern of environmental upheaval that is being felt across the globe. Climate change, once a distant threat, is now a harsh reality. As our planet heats up, the frequency and intensity of natural disasters are increasing, putting millions of people at risk. But the challenges facing humanity extend beyond the physical realm. A silent yet deadly enemy is also on the rise. Disease-carrying insects, emboldened by changing climate conditions, pose a serious threat to public health. The specter of pandemics, once confined to the pages of history, is now a very real possibility. For many, these events are seen as more than just natural disasters. They are interpreted as signs of a coming upheaval, a cosmic reset, or perhaps even the end times. Religious texts, particularly those of Christianity, speak of a period of great tribulation before a new era dawns. The convergence of these extraordinary events has led some to believe that we may be living in such a time. As we watch this story unfold, we are forced to confront profound questions about our place in the universe and the future of our species. The early days of April 2023 were marked by an unprecedented convergence of natural catastrophes, their scale and ferocity evoking biblical imagery. From the heart of Asia to the bustling metropolises of the West, the world seemed to be gripped by a collective gasp of astonishment and fear. China, a nation renowned for its resilience, found itself submerged under a deluge of historic proportions. Rivers transformed into raging torrents, engulfing cities and displacing millions. The relentless downpour was a stark reminder of nature's raw power, capable of humbling even the most advanced civilizations. Meanwhile, in the opulent desert oasis of Dubai, a city synonymous with luxury and innovation, an extraordinary phenomenon unfolded. A hailstorm of biblical proportions battered the metropolis, transforming the iconic skyline into a surreal, icy landscape. The incongruity of such a weather event, in a region typically defined by scorching heat, served as a poignant symbol of the world's shifting climate patterns. Across the Atlantic, the United States was grappling with its own share of apocalyptic weather. A series of violent tornadoes tore through several states, leaving behind a trail of destruction. The sheer force of these natural behemoths underscored the vulnerability of human infrastructure in the face of extreme weather events. As these cataclysmic events unfolded simultaneously on different continents, a sense of global unease began to permeate societies. People found themselves grappling with a profound question. Are we witnessing the harbingers of a new era, a period of unprecedented upheaval, or perhaps even the fulfillment of ancient prophecies? The convergence of these extraordinary natural disasters resonated with apocalyptic narratives found in religious texts. The imagery of torrential rains, hailstones, and destructive winds has long been associated with divine retribution or warnings of impending doom. While many dismissed such interpretations as fear-mongering or superstition, the sheer scale and frequency of these events forced a reconsideration of these age-old beliefs. In a series of astonishing events that have sent shockwaves around the world, the Holy City witnessed phenomena that defy easy explanation. Video footage, now circulated widely, captured ethereal sounds resembling trumpets echoing through the sky. Simultaneously, images emerged of figures in the clouds that bore an uncanny resemblance to biblical depictions of Jesus Christ. These extraordinary occurrences ignited a fervent debate, with believers finding profound spiritual meaning and skeptics seeking rational explanations. Regardless of perspective, the events undeniably captivated the world's imagination. As humanity grappled with the implications of these celestial occurrences, nature itself unleashed a spectacle of biblical proportions. A colossal swarm of locusts, dormant for 2 decades, erupted into existence, creating a living, breathing darkness that blotted out the sun. This biblical plague, brought to life in the 21st century, served as a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the fragility of human existence. The convergence of these extraordinary events, the celestial phenomena and the locust plague, has ignited a profound spiritual and philosophical discourse. For many, these occurrences are seen as harbingers of a new era, a time of reckoning, or perhaps even a fulfillment of ancient prophecies. The lines between the sacred and the secular, between faith and science, have become increasingly blurred. As the world watches in awe and trepidation, it is essential to approach these events with a sense of humility and wonder. While scientific inquiry will undoubtedly seek to explain the natural phenomena, the spiritual and psychological impact of these occurrences is undeniable. They have forced humanity to confront age-old questions about the meaning of life, the nature of reality, and our place in the cosmos. The recent events in Jerusalem, marked by extraordinary celestial phenomena and the unprecedented locust swarm, have ignited a global conversation about the nature of reality and the potential trajectory of human history. These occurrences, reminiscent of biblical narratives, have prompted a collective introspection, urging us to reconsider our place in the grand scheme of existence. The locust plague, a stark manifestation of nature's raw power, has brought into sharp focus the delicate balance of our ecosystem. The specific conditions in the Negev desert, a rare combination of rain, drought, and heat, created an ideal breeding ground for these destructive insects. This event serves as a sobering reminder of the unpredictable nature of our planet and the potential consequences of environmental imbalances. The dwindling waters of the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, a geopolitical flashpoint, further underscore the interconnectedness of global challenges. As water scarcity intensifies, tensions rise, and the potential for conflict escalates. These developments, coupled with the locust plague and other destabilizing factors, create a complex tapestry of interconnected crises. The biblical lens through which many are interpreting these events offers a framework for understanding the broader implications. The prophecies of conflict, natural disasters, and societal upheaval, while often viewed as apocalyptic, can also be seen as a call to action. They urge us to cultivate resilience, compassion, and a deep-rooted spirituality to navigate the challenges ahead. As we stand at this inflection point in history, it is imperative to approach the future with both hope and realism. The challenges are immense, but so too is the human capacity for innovation, cooperation, and compassion. By recognizing the interconnectedness of our world and the urgency of addressing global challenges, we can work towards a future that is both sustainable and equitable. Ultimately, the events in Jerusalem and their reverberations across the globe are a catalyst for a much-needed global conversation. It is a time to reevaluate our priorities, strengthen our communities, and deepen our connection to the natural world. The path forward may be uncertain, but with wisdom, courage, and a shared commitment to the common good, humanity can emerge from this era of transformation stronger and more united than ever before. Israel, a land steeped in history and spirituality, is more than just a geographical location. It's a living, breathing entity where the past intertwines with the present in a way that defies explanation. This ancient cradle of civilization is a place where myths and miracles seem to coexist with the mundane, where every stone whispers tales of a bygone era, and where the sky itself feels charged with a mysterious energy. From the epic narratives of the Old Testament, where seas parted and prophets commanded nature, to the present day, Israel has maintained an aura of the extraordinary. This is a land where the supernatural is not a relic of the past, but a potential force in the contemporary world. Consider the recent events surrounding Jerusalem. The city, a focal point for three major religions, has witnessed its own share of dramatic occurrences. During the devastating earthquake that rocked Turkey and Syria, Jerusalem also felt the tremors. But it was what happened next that has sparked widespread intrigue. The iconic Dome of the Rock, a breathtaking architectural marvel, found itself at the center of this extraordinary event. As heavy rain lashed the city, a bolt of lightning struck the very apex of the dome, illuminating the night sky in a celestial display. It was as if the heavens themselves were acknowledging the significance of this sacred place. Moreover, the earthquake took its toll on the structure. A significant portion of a ceramic tile was dislodged, a stark reminder of the building's vulnerability. Similar incidents occurred at the Al-Aqsa Mosque, where stones fell from a column. These events are more than just acts of nature. They are a confluence of the physical and the metaphysical. The convergence of natural disaster and sacred site has ignited a spiritual fervor that reverberates through the heart of Jerusalem. The earthquake, a stark reminder of our planet's raw power, has taken on a profound significance when viewed through the lens of faith. It is as though the earth itself is groaning, heralding a time of upheaval and transformation. The lightning strike on the Dome of the Rock, a symbol of both Islamic and Jewish heritage, is seen by many as a celestial sign. This extraordinary event, coupled with the earthquake's impact on the city's holy sites, has fueled speculation about the end times and the imminent return of Christ. The biblical concept of shaking the heavens and the earth has taken on a literal resonance. As tectonic plates shift beneath our feet and lightning illuminates the sky above, there is a sense of cosmic drama unfolding. It is a time of reckoning, a moment when humanity is called to examine its soul and to reorient its priorities. For those who believe in the imminent return of Christ, these events are more than coincidences. They are seen as precursors, as signs of the times. The atmosphere in Jerusalem is electric with anticipation. The city, steeped in history and prophecy, feels like a crucible in which the future is being forged. As the storm raged, a profound spiritual awakening enveloped the community gathered at the Temple Mount. The convergence of the natural world and the sacred space created a crucible of faith and anticipation. The lightning that struck the Dome of the Rock was more than just a meteorological event. It was a cosmic punctuation mark underlining the extraordinary nature of what was transpiring. For many, the experience was a catalyst for a deep personal transformation. The fear and awe inspired by the storm were tempered by a sense of profound hope. As the sky lit up with flashes of lightning, It seemed to mirror the illumination taking place within the hearts and minds of those gathered. The biblical imagery was inescapable. The tempest, the lightning, the shaking of the earth, all echoed ancient prophecies. Yet, these were not merely echoes of the past. They were a present-day manifestation of a spiritual reality. The community felt a profound connection to the generations of believers who had come before them, their faith ignited by the shared experience. In the aftermath of the storm, a sense of unity and purpose prevailed. People spoke of feeling a tangible presence, a divine energy that had enveloped the city. The lines between the earthly and the celestial seemed to blur, creating a space where the impossible felt attainable. The Dome of the Rock holds a significant place in Christian eschatology, particularly in relation to prophecies about the end times. Many believers view this sacred site as the stage where the dramatic events leading up to the return of Christ will unfold. This belief is deeply rooted in biblical scriptures that depict Jerusalem as the epicenter of the ultimate confrontation between forces of good and evil. The city is described as the gathering place for nations in conflict, where the final battles will be fought. These prophetic visions often include extraordinary supernatural occurrences, such as earthquakes, celestial sounds, and other ominous signs that signal the impending arrival of the end times. Architecturally, the Dome of the Rock is a masterpiece that has stood the test of time. Constructed in the late 7th century, it is renowned for its stunning golden dome and intricate mosaics that seamlessly blend elements of Byzantine and Islamic art. At its core lies a large, exposed rock, which is revered by many for its deep historical and spiritual significance. This rock is enveloped in layers of mystery, with various traditions suggesting that it bears the marks of biblical and prophetic figures. The Dome of the Rock is far more than a mere building. It is a profound symbol of faith that connects the present with the past and evokes a sense of reverence and awe that transcends time. Each element of this monument, from the stones to the inscriptions, to the light that dances upon its surfaces, adds to its rich tapestry of meaning and mystique. As dawn breaks over Jerusalem, casting a golden hue over the city's ancient stones, a deep sense of sacredness and awe fills the atmosphere. The Dome of the Rock, with its resplendent dome rising above the city, stands as a towering symbol of faith, representing the unbreakable link between the divine and the human experience. This historic edifice is not just an architectural wonder, but also a spiritual focal point, drawing millions of people worldwide who find hope and inspiration in its presence. The profound experiences and events associated with the Dome of the Rock encourage us to reflect on the mysteries and promises that define our own spiritual journeys, renewing our hope and fortifying our faith. This reflection naturally leads to other remarkable biblical stories, such as the crossing of the Red Sea, an event that has captivated the imagination of scholars and believers alike for centuries. According to the Bible, the waters of the Red Sea miraculously parted, allowing the Israelites to escape from bondage and walk to freedom on dry ground. For many, this story is a powerful testament to divine intervention, a moment when God's omnipotence was vividly demonstrated. Over time, efforts to reconcile this miraculous event with scientific explanations have given rise to various theories. Some researchers suggest that the geography and environmental dynamics of the Red Sea might have played a role in this event. For instance, during the Ice Age, sea levels were much lower, and large portions of the Red Sea were shallower than they are today. Studies have shown that under specific conditions, strong winds could have caused the waters to temporarily recede, creating a dry path across the sea. While such natural explanations offer intriguing insights, They do not diminish the profound spiritual significance of the event for those who view it as a miraculous act of God. For believers, the crossing of the Red Sea is more than just a historical event or a subject of scientific inquiry. It is seen as a profound act of divine intervention. This miracle is regarded as a clear demonstration of God's power, guiding and protecting the Israelites during a moment of immense peril. For those who hold this belief, the event transcends any scientific explanation, symbolizing God's unwavering commitment to His chosen people. The significance of this miracle lies not only in the physical act of parting the waters, but also in what it represents: God's active presence and His deep care for those who follow Him. This story is often cited as a prime example of how faith and science can coexist, each offering a different lens through which to view the same event. While scientists may seek to explain the natural elements involved, believers see these events as expressions of divine will. This interaction between the natural and the supernatural enriches our understanding, providing a more comprehensive view of how faith shapes the human experience. In the New Testament, the miracles performed by Jesus during His time on earth similarly served as powerful evidence of the divine at work. One of the most well-known miracles is the transformation of water into wine at a wedding in Cana. This act, which marked the beginning of Jesus' public ministry, was more than just a display of power. It was a sign of God's generosity and care, transforming an ordinary situation into something extraordinary. The miracle strengthened the faith of those who witnessed it, affirming Jesus' divine nature and His ability to bring about profound change. Today, the relationship between science and faith continues to shape our understanding of miraculous events. While scientific advancements often seek natural explanations for phenomena that were once considered supernatural, many people maintain that these events are manifestations of divine intervention. Whether it's the appearance of unusual lights in the sky, the sighting of figures in clouds, or other extraordinary occurrences, such phenomena continue to captivate and inspire. For believers, these signs are more than just anomalies. They are reminders of God's ongoing presence and care, offering reassurance that He remains actively involved in the world. This enduring interplay between the scientific and the spiritual enriches our understanding of the world, reminding us that faith can offer insights into the mysteries of life that science alone cannot fully explain.